Hello YouTube, this is my review of the Untethered Labs Gatekeeper wireless lock and key for computers. So when you open up the box, you see the Gatekeeper immediately on top. And then underneath they give you a lanyard to wear it with, which is pretty cool. They give you a manual, which we'll look through in a couple minutes. They also give you the battery that you need for the Gatekeeper and also a USB adapter for your computer. On the other side of the Gatekeeper, there is a place for the battery compartment, and also a place to attach your Gatekeeper to a keychain or the lanyard that they provide you. Alright, so the Gatekeeper is a lock and key system for your computer. Using the Gatekeeper, you can automatically lock or unlock your computer based on your proximity from your computer. You walk away to lock your computer, and as long as you have the Gatekeeper on you, when you walk back, it will unlock your computer. So it's a pretty cool thing for office environments. Places like that. I work in a school with kids, so obviously kids of all ages, by the way. So if I want to lock the computer when I'm away from it so no kids access my computer, because there are some that might try to do that once in a great while, then this is an excellent product. We already went through of what it has. Here's the layout for the device. It has a low battery indicator, so that way you know if you need to replace the battery. The battery cover, which I already showed you. That button is a button, and it has a buzzer on it. So I'm not going to say it's a complete replacement for finding stuff, but it does have handy features other than just locking and unlocking your computer. It's a pretty small size. The estimated battery life is 3 to 6 months. It has a range of up to 30 feet, and it's compatible with USB 2 and 3, which is pretty standard. So it supports all Windows 7, 8, 8.1, and 10, Mac OS X. And the app that you use on your smartphone or Android device, it also supports Apple phones, iPhones. I'm an Android person myself, so we'll be testing that on Android. Alright, so the first step to getting the Gatekeeper up and running, so we're going to slide off the battery cover, install the battery they give you, and close the back. So there's the Gatekeeper, and I have the battery that they provided, so I'll pop it right in there. And then close it back up. Alright, the next step is to download the software on your computer. You just gotta go to this website, gkchain.com/software.html, and then we're gonna install the software. Alright, so here we are on the website. They have an operation video here from YouTube, which is pretty cool. You can check that out. And then has all the features of the software right here. There's a lot of options on it. And then they have it for Mac or Windows. So we are going to download Windows. That's it. It's that quick. It's really, really small. We'll run the software. Say yes. It's downloading the latest version. Accept the license agreement. And it's installing. Would like to install ports. Sure, go ahead and install. It's fine. Okay, it says please attach when you're ready. Click to finish. Basically just install the software. To start using your Gatekeeper, it must first be paired with your computer. Would you like to start the pairing wizard? Yes, I would. So we have to insert the USB dongle on the PC. So we'll do that. We'll get the USB dongle out. Put it right into a USB port on the side here. Hold your Gatekeeper key close to the USB dongle to start the pairing process. When the bar below is full, your key will beep and the pairing process will be complete. That's it. Alright. You need your Windows password. So if you log in to Windows with a password, you need to put it in there. Also shows that it's connected now, and it's beeping just like it said it would. So, alright, I'm gonna enter my password, and then I'll show you what the software looks like. So after I typed in my Windows password to log on to Windows 10, it says choose a PIN for increased security to enable two-factor login using Gatekeeper. So they have a PIN that you're going to use to access the Gatekeeper, which is awesome. It's not just going to be a Windows password and logging in remotely. And there's probably many options on that, which we will explore. So I'm going to type in my PIN, and again, we will show you the software and what it does. All right, just entered my PIN, it says accepted, and now it has all these features on the software. It shows you the strength for the Gatekeeper. I pulled it away from the key fob a little, the USB port here a little bit. But if I move it closer, it's right there. So it shows you the strength, which is really cool. You can unpair the key if you want to and not use the key anymore, but this is actually really, really cool. So under the signal strength, key management, it has lock options, and it says automatically lock computer when Gatekeeper is not in range. And you get to adjust the range. So if you want the Gatekeeper to be far away and unlock your computer, you would go to the right. If you want it to be closer, you'd go to the left. And that way, it's totally awesome that they let you customize how close you have to be to unlock your computer. And you can also have an option of press the Gatekeeper button to lock the computer. So if you have this selected, let's see what it says here. Click the button on the side of the Gatekeeper to lock your computer, and the computer will not lock if you are still in range. So you can actually just decide to use it as a button or as a range to unlock your computer. Login. Gatekeeper can be used to unlock and log into your PC. So you can use it to log in automatically using your Gatekeeper. Touch the login. So after you touch your Gatekeeper to the USB dongle, it can log you in. You can log in using the Gatekeeper and your PIN number that we already did. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to leave it on do not use Gatekeeper to log in, so you still have to type in your Windows password. And then there's a lot of options on this thing. It's really cool. Alright, the next thing is notifications. Notify me when my Gatekeeper connects. Notify me when my Gatekeeper's battery is getting low. Notify me when my PC is about to lock, which is good. And notify me when updates are available, which is always awesome in software, so that way it automatically updates. You can send feedback. They have a help section. User manuals right there. It shows you can update the firmware, check for updates here. And then disable and quit. You can just take off the Gatekeeper if you don't want to use it. So that's really cool. They give you a lot of options on using this thing. And yeah, so let's just leave it as the default. And what we'll do is we will walk away from the computer with the Gatekeeper key here, and we'll see what it does. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to go to another room. I'm going to put this maybe downstairs far away, and we'll see how it locks the computer. Alright? Alright, let's just close this down, and we'll go do that. Alright, so I put the Gatekeeper down there. It asked for my password when it came back, so when it says it locks it, it just makes it log out of Windows temporarily until you type in your password again. And then you can unlock your computer. So right now we have it set so that you can basically walk away and it will lock your computer when you're not near it. If someone has your login still, then basically they can still get into your computer. So let's try it now a different way. Let's try unlocking it with just the Gatekeeper itself. So the Gatekeeper software is found right here in your pop-up menu. It's right here. Just right click and it brings up all your options. Okay, so let's look at these options here. Automatically lock it when the computer's not in range. Totally works perfectly, no problem. Awesome. Okay. Now to log back in, see the lock options are here. So to log back in, we did not use the Gatekeeper to log in. That's why you still have to type the password. Let's just log in automatically to use Gatekeeper. Okay, and we have to use my PIN to log back in. So I type my PIN in, and now it should log out and log back in whenever I have my Gatekeeper near my computer. So let's try that. So I'm going to leave the Gatekeeper here, and we're going to go back and make sure it's locked, and then we'll bring it back. Alright, if you notice the computer is locked on the login screen, we'll bring the Gatekeeper back and we'll see if it unlocks, which it should. Alright, so here we go. We'll go near the computer. And oh, there we go. I thought it was unlocking. It just has to read it. So, awesome. Now it will lock if I take it away, and it'll unlock if I bring it near. Notice that I did not touch it to the USB dongle. Yeah, so awesome product so far. Really, really useful in an office environment, or if you have small kids, like you can hear mine in the background a little bit. They can't touch your computer, which is awesome. All right, let's look at another option. So you can also touch the login right there, okay? And that means that you have to touch the Gatekeeper to the USB dongle. So we'll set that up. Again, very secure. You have to use your PIN that you set up when you first set the software. It's awesome. Okay, we're going to let that go. We're going to walk away. It's going to lock it. So I'm taking the Gatekeeper with me. I'm going to walk out of here. So we came back, and it logged me out of Windows, which is awesome. And now we're going to bring back the Gatekeeper and touch it to the USB dongle right here, and it should unlock the computer. All right, so we're bringing it back to what will become the office eventually. Sorry about the mess. It says it's connected, but it shouldn't log me in unless I touch that USB dongle, which is right here on the side. So as you can see, it's not doing that. All right, let's touch it to the dongle. Put it right on top. There you go. Log me right back in. So again, awesome security features. I can't say that highly enough. Awesome product. These are the type of products I like to see, products that work fully. So this has a feature that's kind of like the tracker. I mean, it's not fully functional with GPS or everything, but you can have this beep to find your keys. So if you put it on your keychain, it's an excellent way to find your keys. And if you saw my review about the tracker, I'm going to post a link right to this review of this thing on the tracker video, because though it doesn't have all the features, it's still a handy thing to find your keys. All right, here's my Android phone. I'm going to go Google Play, and we are going to search for the Gatekeeper app. So let's just type in Gatekeeper and see what comes up. So far, excellent product. Definitely doable. So I type in Gatekeeper. We're going to push search. And it's right here. Cool Cat Electronics. Actually, there's a bunch of them. So I believe it's this Cool Cat Electronics app, because that looks like the icon for Gatekeeper. Track your Gatekeeper chains with this app. Never lose your valuables again. So that's looking good. Let's install. It needs Bluetooth connection information. So it works by Bluetooth. It says that in directions, but it says 4.0 for Bluetooth. It's installing. And let's open it up. All right, let's try to use the Gatekeeper app. This can be used kind of like a tracker. It doesn't have GPS and all that, but you can locate your keys with this app. That's what they say in the house, and it'll show you like proximity, and it'll make it beep. So what we have to do is we have to start up the app. I'm going to push add a key. I had to look at this for a second, by the way. Just to let you know, you do have to disable the software on your computer, so that way it's not using the Gatekeeper when you add this key. So I'm going to add a key, and it found the GK chain. If you're having problems where it can't find it, it's because you have to disable the software on your laptop first before you start using the Android app. So we're going to select the GK chain. It beeps to let me know that it connected. Okay. I'm going to add that. Then we can enter a name for the device. So if you put this on your car keys, whatever you want, you can add it to whatever you want. So we're going to call it car keys. Really cool that they offer this feature with this. Push OK. All right, and then just like Tracker, which, by the way, on my last review, you saw how well that worked. Probably don't want to ever buy Tracker right now, at least. All right, they have an alert, which we'll get to in a second. But let's just say I wanted to locate my keys. Let's say that this was on my keychain attached. I'm going to put it to my left here, and I want to locate it. I just push locate, and it shows you in Signal how close it is, and it also beeps over there to let you know where your keys are. So that is just an awesome added feature to this whole thing. As we pull away from it, by the way, notice that it will decrease the signal. So it's kind of like a hot potato game. The closer you get, the closer it gets to filling up that green bar. And it keeps beeping until you find it. And I found my keys if they were attached to that thing. And I just basically push back on the back button, and I've located my keys. So how cool is that's just an awesome feature that you added on there. Awesome job, Gatekeeper. So the other feature of this app is it has an alert part to it, okay? I'm going to turn that on. And what that does is if you walk away from your Gatekeeper, it will alert you that you left your Gatekeeper behind. So here's the alert, and as you can see it says device connected. It says, and it's beeping to let me know that the device is going away. So when you get close to the Gatekeeper again, it just turns it off, turns the alert off. But that way you can't forget the Gatekeeper if you have your smartphone. So just, again, another smart option on finding things. I bought the tracker to find my keys in the morning, and now this will definitely do a way better job than tracker ever did. Again, the only thing is it doesn't have GPS, so you can't locate if you left your keys at like a restaurant. But you can make it much like the tracker, give you an alert if you try leaving your keys at a restaurant and you walk out of the building and stuff. So I can't say enough about Gatekeeper. I'm so glad that you picked me to review your product. It's an excellent product. Everything works with it. The only problem I had was that I had to disable the software on my PC, my laptop, to install it on the app. Other than that, now they're both going to work in harmony together. So it's an excellent product. It's a great buy.